You've earned every line on your face, every silver strand in your hair. They are not signs of weakness, and they're proof that you've lived, endured, and grown. But sometimes, without realizing it, we start doing things that quietly dim that inner light. We don't mean to. These habits sneak in slowly, disguised as routines or beliefs we've carried too long. Let's begin with the first. Neglecting your body doesn't always look like laziness. Sometimes it's just the quiet resignation that says, "What's the point now?" But the point is this: your body is the only place you have to live. Whether you're 60 or 90, it's never too late to honor it. Skipping meals, avoiding movement, sitting for hours every day. These things wear you down, little by little. But something as simple as a daily walk, drinking more water, or stretching your arms toward the morning sun, it tells your body, "I'm still here. I still care." Your physical health isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about making the years you have feel vibrant, mobile, and full of possibility. The second habit is a quiet thief of joy: isolation. It's easy to fall into. Children grow up, friends move away, the world moves faster than it used to, and suddenly the phone rings less, the visits slow down. You tell yourself you're fine being alone. And sometimes you are. But no one is meant to go through life without connection. Loneliness doesn't always look like sadness. It looks like silence. It looks like going days without speaking to anyone. And that silence, over time, turns into a heaviness that sits deep in the soul. Reach out, even if your voice trembles. Join a small group. Call an old friend. Say hello to someone new. You still have stories to share, and someone out there needs to hear them. The third habit is ignoring the small changes in your health. That strange ache, that blurry vision, that change in appetite. You think, it's nothing. You wait. You don't want to be a burden or make a fuss. But here's the truth. Early attention can save you pain, money, and time. You matter. Your well-being matters. Speak up. Ask questions. See the doctor. Not because you're fragile, but because you're wise enough now to know the value of prevention. You've already survived so much. Let's not let stubbornness steal what could still be joyful years. And then there's the fourth habit: living each day without purpose. Retirement is sold as a reward, but no one tells you how empty it can feel when you wake up and no longer know what you're waking up for. You still have value. Maybe more now than ever. Purpose doesn't have to be grand. It could be tending to your garden, writing letters to your grandchildren, reading to children at the library, mentoring someone, learning something new. Purpose is the quiet sense that you still belong to this world. It's the reason you get dressed in the morning, the reason your eyes still light up. Without it, the days blur together. With it, even the simplest afternoon feels sacred. So don't let go of your purpose, even if it looks different now. Your life, your voice, your story, they are still needed. And in the next part, we'll go deeper. We'll uncover more hidden habits that may be quietly stealing your peace, and show you how to reclaim the calm, the joy, and the connection you so richly deserve. Keep watching. This is your time. Another habit that's easy to fall into as we grow older is clinging to the past. Not the sweet memories, but the pain, the regrets, the could-have-beens. You may find yourself replaying old arguments, aching over mistakes, or mourning the life you thought you'd have. These thoughts come like waves, especially in the quiet hours. And while it's natural to look back, what matters most is that you don't stay there. You cannot rewrite what's behind you, but you can choose how it shapes you. Don't let old wounds define the rest of your journey. There's strength in saying, "I did the best I could with what I knew then." And even greater power in forgiving yourself. You deserve peace, not just when the world is silent, but within your own heart. Letting go isn't forgetting. It's making room for what's still to come. Next, let's talk about something often overlooked: resisting help. Many older adults fall into the habit of pushing others away. You may think, I don't want to be a burden, or I can still do this on my own. But here's the truth. Accepting help is not weakness, it's wisdom. The people who love you want to be there. When you allow them in, you don't just lighten your load, you invite deeper connection. Whether it's using a cane, accepting a ride, or saying yes to a neighbor who offers to cook for you. These small moments of openness can become bridges to belonging. You spent your life giving. It's okay now to receive. Another hidden habit? Living with a closed heart. Sometimes pain hardens us. Disappointments, betrayal, or years of being misunderstood can cause walls to rise without us even knowing. You may find yourself avoiding new friendships, staying silent in conversations, or holding back when you feel affection. You think it's safer that way, but here's the gentle truth. Your heart was made to stay open, even now, especially now. Love can still find you, in friendships, in quiet kindness, in unexpected laughter, in someone who simply wants to sit beside you and see you. Don't let your heart retire. It's still beating. It still has room. And finally, one of the most damaging habits of all, believing your life is no longer meaningful. It's one thing to slow down. It's another to disappear. This world still needs your wisdom, your calm, your courage, even if your hands don't work like they used to, even if your memory skips now and then, even if your days are quieter than before. You are not invisible. You are not finished. Every time you share a story, offer a smile, or show up for someone else, you leave a mark. The truth is, the older you get, the more powerful your presence becomes, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. In part 3, we'll turn the page from what to stop to what to start. We'll explore the gentle habits that bring back joy, sharpen your mind, and breathe life into every ordinary day. Because aging isn't just about holding on. It's about rising up, and you're not done yet, not done. There's another habit worth nurturing as we move forward. The practice of listening more deeply. Not just to others, but to yourself. As the world gets noisier, our inner voice often grows quieter. But if you take a moment to pause, to breathe, to ask yourself, what do I really need today? You might be surprised at what you hear. Sometimes the answer is rest. Sometimes it's connection. Other times it's just a few kind words spoken inward. Don't ignore that voice. It's wiser now. It has lived through storms, carried you across seasons you once thought would break you. When it speaks gently, listen. And then there's the practice of presence, of fully inhabiting this very moment. You may think, there's nothing special about today. But isn't that the miracle? You are alive. The sun has risen. Your heart still beats. Someone, somewhere, is grateful you're here. When you wash your hands, feel the water. When you sip your tea, taste every note. When you laugh, let it echo. This is life. Not yesterday, not tomorrow. This. So many people spend their last years haunted by the past or worried about the end. But you can choose presence. Because when you live here now, every moment becomes a gift. And here's another habit that changes everything. Blessing others, silently and sincerely. When you see someone, whether it's a stranger in the market or a child on the sidewalk, wish them well. May they be safe. May they be happy. May they feel loved. You don't need to say it out loud. Just let the thought go out like a quiet ripple. This small practice rewires the heart. It softens you, connects you, and reminds you that we are all traveling together. And when you offer these blessings freely, you begin to feel them return. Finally, let yourself create again. You might say, I'm not an artist. But creation isn't about talent. It's about expression. It's about pouring yourself into something, not for approval, but for joy. Knit a scarf, plant a flower, write a memory in a notebook, hum a tune you made up yourself. There's something deeply human about making something with your hands, your voice, your soul. It tells the world, and yourself, I'm still here. I still matter. And you do. You matter not just for what you remember, not for what you've done, but for who you still are. Becoming, unfolding, healing. Aging is not a slow fading. It's a softening, a deepening, a return to the truth. You are still the same child who once dreamed big. You are still the same soul who once fell in love. You are still the same person who got back up when life knocked you down. And now, in this quiet chapter, you are the elder. Not just older, but wiser, not just slower, but more present. Not just surviving, but awakening. In part 4, we'll explore what it means to leave a legacy, not with money or monuments, but with the invisible threads of love, memory, and meaning that outlive us all, because the life you've lived still echoes, and it's not too late to shape what those echoes say. You've come this far. You've faced your share of storms, your share of joys. You've survived loss, embraced love, and found strength in places you never expected. So now comes the question that hums quietly in the background of every late chapter of life. What will I leave behind? Because the final habit we must let go of is the belief that our legacy doesn't matter, or that it's already been written. It hasn't. Your legacy isn't just in photos or paperwork. It isn't just in what you owned or even what you achieved. Your legacy is how you made people feel. It's the soft words you offered when someone was hurting, the small acts of kindness no one else saw, the forgiveness you gave when it wasn't easy, the lessons you passed on without even realizing it. Legacy doesn't live in the past. It lives in every moment you choose love over fear. So start today. Speak the words you've been holding in. I'm proud of you. I forgive you. I love you. These may seem small, but they echo long after you're gone. You see, there's something sacred about the wisdom that comes with age. It doesn't shout. It doesn't demand. It simply is, gentle, steady, rooted like an old tree that's seen every season, and that wisdom? It's a gift, one meant to be shared. Tell your stories, not because they're perfect, but because they're true. Write a letter to your younger self, or to someone you love. Pass down the recipe that always brought the family together. Let someone know what you wish you had known when you were their age, because one day someone will sit quietly with your words and feel less alone. Another powerful way to shape your legacy: make peace with your past, all of it. The good, the broken, the missed chances, the messy chapters. You're not here to be perfect. You were never supposed to be, but you were meant to learn, to grow, to rise again and again, each time with a softer heart and stronger spirit. Regret doesn't change the past, but grace can change how you carry it. So take a deep breath, forgive yourself, forgive others, and move forward, lightly. You still have time to write a beautiful ending. You still have mornings waiting to greet you, people waiting to love you, peace waiting to come in through the cracks. And if your body is slower, if your hands shake, if your memory fades sometimes, that's okay. What people remember most is not how strong you were physically. They remember how you made them feel. Did you make them feel safe? Did you make them feel loved? Did you leave them better than you found them? That's legacy. So if you are 60, 70, or even 90, stop believing that your most meaningful days are behind you, because they're not. You still have laughter to share. You still have wisdom to give. You still have sunsets to watch and songs to hum and memories to make. You still have time. Use it, not to chase what's gone, but to bless what remains. Let every day be a quiet revolution, a reminder to yourself and the world. I am still here, and I still matter. Closing pause. Gentle music fades in, soft imagery of sunrises, hands holding, smiles across generations. No matter your age, no matter your story, you can begin again, today, right now, because every small, loving choice adds to the story you'll leave behind. And that story, it will echo. Call to action, gentle voice. If this story moved you, share it with someone you care about.